Hello everybody, my name is Sam, aka Samster, and as you can see, the Indian board track racer replica circa 1912-ish is just about complete. I'm still waiting on the back-ordered rims to arrive. They're going to be Worksman rims with a front drum brake, and they're going to be a matching set. So there's not going to be, one black, one silver. But other than that, this bike is complete. So let's go through some of the details of this bike. First thing up, the front suspension is actually just a mock-up. This is a real car leaf spring from like the 30s and cut off in the middle with two of the bars. Then just actual banana seat posts that hold up the back of the seat. They just go here down, and normally on the real ones they would have it actually on the axle, and then it would spring load like this, where the fork would be separate on a lever. But here it's just a mock-up. So these are one of the motorized bike whatchamacallits, back sprocket mounts. They're just sitting there, so it looks like there's a lever of some sort, but it's actually just a mock-up. Another thing about this bike that is also a mock-up is the fake head. So this is actually just multiple sheets of metal that are just in a disc shape that have a hole in the middle that have nuts in between each row, so it separates them and spaces them. As you can see in there, there's actually the valve cover for the head, the original valve cover for the head, and that's to mock up the head to make it look more vintage. These are actual real rocker arms from a Honda Goldwing motorcycle, just with fake springs and just metal rods that go to nowhere. So the push rods actually just look like they go in the carrying case, but they don't. So that's the head as being a mock-up. I still need to make fins that go on the other side. I have them, but I still need to figure out how to mount them. Moving on to the things that are not mock-up is this accurate looking transmission for the back drive system. So centrifugal clutch, 10-tooth centrifugal clutch in the front, then a 40-tooth just regular sick bike part sprocket, and then I think a 26-tooth sprocket on the inside. And these are both freewheeling sprocket units that have an adapter inside of them. That's what the silver thing is, that screw into them, that taper down to a 5/8 shaft. So this is just a 5/8 keyed shaft that goes through the whole thing. The pedals have been drilled out to actual circles where they can be mounted and then have a pin through them. I'm still gonna have to get a better mount or a better pin for it to make it a bit nice and sturdy, because it's a bit loose right now, so that'll change. But yeah, all these spacers and stuff are meant to be there for chain alignment, and works really good actually. So I haven't had an issue with it yet, other than like chain alignment, but once you get that figured out, it works fine. So yeah, that's a real looking transmission. Oh, and that's a 44 tooth regular motorized bike sprocket in the back. So yeah, the transmission's accurate looking, but actually pretty much works like a real one too. And one more little cool thing is this seat mount. Here's the original seat post. That's too high and too far forward. The real Indians had them back pretty far down, like a saddle, and low in the back, almost over the back wheel. So this is a special mount that we made for a different bike, actually, but fits on this one pretty well. And I have it hose clamped here so it can't torque back if it ever did, like if you really hit a bump and you were sitting on the way back of it. So that's goes up just to a regular bicycle mount. So that's just a few of its features, and of course the big reveal. So hope you guys enjoyed. There's going to be more videos of this thing, I'm sure, coming. And yeah, see you in the next project.